Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for the month of May, including late April 2026. So Libra, we are currently in the zodiac sign of Taurus. It's a very grounding time in Taurus, very slow moving but deliberate energy. So things sort of go along at quite a slower pace, but you get to where you want to be. The element being earth, so grounded obviously. You are in your 8th house of receivership. So the 8th house is all about receiving whatever you've put out there, you will receive. If you haven't put out, well, you won't receive, but that is receivership, and it's ruled by the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So it could be things that a long time coming that you suddenly receive results, money, anything that you receive is on the or under the microscope this month. Now please like, subscribe and comment, and we will move on with the reading. Gemini, Knight of Swords, sorry. Expect the unexpected with Gemini, and we're coming up to Gemini very soon in a couple of weeks, so it's very sort of abrupt energy, or an abrupt happening that comes in out of nowhere. It's a young male immature energy as well, so just be careful of that. For some of you it may be somebody that comes into your life out of nowhere, teaches you a lesson and then moves on, but it's definitely kind of disruptive is a theme, but also unexpected. So there you go, in the house of receivership, anything could happen. Okay, where you are right now, and we have creativity at its best with the King of Wands, so movement, travel coming in, lots of creativity, lots of making things out of nothing. How do you create things in your life? It's all about the individual and how you want things to be. So it's a really, really good card. It's a leadership card as well. So he is the mind, he has the Midas touch, this guy. He just manages to turn things into gold. So really it's great. It could be a person too, Leo sort of energy coming in. Very much a dynamic personality as well, but he could be a good influence for you this 4 weeks, Libra. What has influenced and challenged that is the King of Cups, the 2 kings. So it could be something to do with this person as well, if this is definitely a person in your life. And this is the internal emotional energy of this king. So it can be, as we know, male emotional intelligence is quite different to females. They manifest it in a different way. It's very much done on an internal basis. They don't externalize it, which is a good thing, and we can learn from it, but also this energy is coming through for you. So it's very much emotional. It's what might be needed at the moment, especially in a male energy too. So it's kind of quite strong and out there in receivership. So Scorpio, and Scorpio energy being transformative. So transformation as well coming through. So it looks pretty good, actually, Libra. The kings, or the court cards, the kings always bring up sort of surprises in terms of people in your life usually, and they can actually pinpoint what the reading is going to be about, or who is going to feature in your reading. Let's look at the background here and what still has influence today. So it's been ongoing for a while, and now we have the Knight of Wands, other male energy. So he's very much a Sagittarian energy, this one, so coming in strong here. very fast-paced energy, someone that gets on with things. He's sort of like, he becomes the King of Wands later on. So he is really kind of good, but he comes in for a short while and then goes. He's very dynamic, but he doesn't kind of stay around too long. And also creativity coming through. There's a lot of creativity so far coming through, matching up with emotional stuff with the King of Cups. So there he sits up here. So he's quite influential as well this 4 weeks. Very Sagittarian energy. So has a big outlook. Can see the bigger picture. Recent influences. 8 of Swords, giving your personal power away. Don't give it away. Learn to say no. Especially at this time in receivership, it's about keeping your power for yourself. Not just throwing it out there and sort of leaving yourself vulnerable to people that sort of want things from you, or it's just like, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going down that track. So it's quite a good card in context of these 3 here. Interesting. Keep your personal power, Libra, absolutely. And we all need to learn to keep our personal power from time to time. Lest, if we don't, we know the consequence. The lesson you'll be learning. Oh God, another king. King of Pentacles, so very much Taurus energy here. Father energy here. Mentor energy. So it could be going back to your father and thinking of what he would say, how he would say things, what advice would he give. And he always gives quite blunt, short, not too descriptive energy. He just says, this is how it is. It is what it is. There's nowhere to hide when he comes along because he delivers the message. But he's also very, very, very positive, and he knows about life. He's got there on his own merits. So he comes in, so very much father sort of mentor card there, which is really interesting. What we've got here is just characters and characters in your house of receivership. So, well, Libra, what can I say? Where is this card reading going this month? Okay, let's see near future and what comes through. Four of Wands, so we're going back to home and family sort of stuff, which is a surprise with these 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of characters here. And then we are literally in building things, gateway card, the Four of Wands, moving forward to the next level. Very much action as well. So we've got action, a lot of action going on as well. Home and family, you may be thinking of moving your home, you may be thinking of getting a new home. That kind of thing where it's sort of just saying, yeah, okay, time to receive. And this is what you've got to focus on, this Four of Wands. So moving on, moving up, next level sort of energy, really, if you like, especially around home and family. But I'm thinking more it's the home. What's happening that you're not realising, always the sort of answer really, or the clue to this one. New love, new things, emotional energies being sparked again. The theme of love and connectedness here coming through here with this. It can be a child as well that sort of engenders, this energy to come through. Children always bring through a lot of hope and fun into the world and sort of very curious type of stuff. But it's more in terms of you sort of reigniting something in yourself to get things done. Start of a new era, if you like. As children are, they come into the world and everybody's sort of it's all about them. But this can be for this home card here, this Four of Wands, it can be, this is like the spark that you need in order to move forward, if you get my meaning. It's time. How others see you. Yeah. A structure that is no longer viable for you. This structure here, you can no longer sustain you. It's a building, it may be a home, it may be a workplace or something where it's just time to change it. It's got worth on it because this is coming to pieces, but underneath sits the land, which the land is the most expensive thing, as we've all come to learn. So other people see this as you, maybe you're sort of, that spirit energy comes through and says, yeah, well, time to change the circumstances because this is no longer sustaining us, whatever this structure means to you. Very powerful. What you're feeling positive about. Six of Pentacles, very even, very balanced, very harmonious. Money there, stability there, good relationships there, 50-50. You're on the same page, things are on the same page, stability is good, but especially after this Tower, you've still got this, you've always got this here, you've got equity, in other words, as well. So you can do whatever you like. And it's almost like there's a new journey coming through for you with this one. So everything is quite balanced. So there's no need to be worried about this Tower at all because it's going to end up really well for you at the end of the day in receivership. Once again, going back to the 8th house, the outcome. Oh, and then we get indecisive and we get blocked and we get in our head and we start going back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And because of that, I'm going to put a clarifier on this. Why will you get stuck? Why will there be a blockage here? So let's go to our Wisdom of Avalon and get a clarifier. Always good. Especially when we get a card like that, because it's like, okay, it's not a major decision, but why are you perseverating on it? Why can't you move on from it? Okay, let's see. And we have Merlin. Oh my God. Merlin's the #1 card. The Magician. The Merlin is the messenger of intuition and alchemy and is both the magician and the high priest. He is the masculine keeper of magic and has the ability to turn iron ore into gold. The Merlin says you have all you need to move forward. Rejoice that all the elements you require for a success are indeed present. Okay, his message is always be in the world but not of it. Wear it only as a loose cloak about your shoulders. You will never have to look outside yourself for answers when the Merlin appears. Remember, all signs and omens sent by the Merlin are but reflections of that which is within you already. There you go. So just do it, Libra. Just do it. Make that decision. With Merlin, you can't go wrong. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great 4 weeks.